Hi friends! I've heard a lot of discussions on whether it's worth visiting both Krka and Plitvice on your Croatia trip. So, we have to figure it out. Rumor has it Krka is worth visiting if you explore more than just the main waterfall. So, we're setting that as the goal of the day. We're starting on the stunning food trail to Skradinsky Book and then moving on to other exciting things like a monastery hidden away on an island, visiting beautiful old watermills, enjoying another waterfall and exploring a cave. At 8 am, crowds aren't here yet, but they are coming. So, we start with the most popular part of Krka National Park, the walking path to the main waterfall. As we are starting from the Lozovac entrance, we will explore the paths first and then see the waterfall itself as the cherry on the top of the cake. I have to say, Krka is stunning. You're walking on a mix of a wooden and gravel path shaded by lush green trees. On both sides there's clear water where you can spot little fish, the frogs are singing and the birds are joining the choir too. Time after time there are tiny waterfalls or wannabe waterfalls, aka rapids, bubbling away. It's nature's symphony. Also, Krka knows how to tease you. After a while of enjoying some tiny falls, we come across a spot where you can see the big waterfall in the distance. There are more people queuing up here and, for whatever reason, the water seems bluer from up here too. And after that we come across this beautiful old building overgrown with ivy, behind which a large waterfall is bubbling away. This one has multiple streams of water running over mossy green rocks. Does it get more romantic than that? And then we reach the main attraction, the famous Skradinsky Book. It's a pretty multi-level waterfall that runs with a huge force. You can no longer swim here, but there's a nice walkway to get closer to the falls to snatch that perfect picture. It is beautiful, however, if I have to compare it to the waterfalls in Plitvice and Kravice waterfalls in the nearby Bosnia, I have to say that this one is smaller and simpler. But that's why we're doing more than just visiting the main waterfall. And even if we wouldn't, the walk leading up to Skradinsky Book was perfect. In the nearby area, one may also stumble across a couple of small historic expositions of traditional cookware, local crafts and watermills. But we have walked for a couple of hours. I believe it has been already 5.5 kilometers. So I think this would be a good time to chill out a bit, to recharge your batteries, preferably on a boat. In Krka, there's a monastery so remote from the rest of the world that you have to take a boat ride to get there. Intriguing, right? Actually, there are a couple of boat ride options to choose from in Krka, but heads up, they're not included in the ticket price, so you'll have to pay extra to enjoy them. Today, we're trying out a 2-hour round trip which takes you to the Visovac island and back. The ride itself is very calming. Around you there is just blue water and some hills that are overgrown with trees. No hustle or bustle to be seen. Some may call it monotonous. I will call it chill. After around 40-minute ride, you spot the Visovac island. On the small island, you can wander around the gardens where you can see fruit and vegetable growing. There is also a museum displaying religious artifacts and a very beautiful old church. The aura on the little island is very chill, but unfortunately the footage was accidentally taken as a time lapse, which does not feel like the right pace for this place. Sorry for that. After recharging our batteries, it was time to jump on a car and drive to the Roški Slap entrance, which is around 30 to 40 minute drive away from Lozovac, to explore some other cool places. Next on our agenda is exploring the charming old watermills of Krka. There is something romantic about a rustic stone house with an old carriage enjoying its retirement in front of it. Some of the buildings in the Krka mill complex have been given a modern twist. There's a restaurant and a souvenir shop, but the real gems are the parts that function as an open-air museum. So let's take a peek inside. Have you seen a watermill before? Now, I have seen exactly one. And that one had a giant wheel turning since the dawn of time and probably set to spin until the end of eternity. So, I was expecting the wooden beams and the unplastered walls, but I wasn't prepared for a whole lineup of these copy-paste millstones just sitting there silently next to each other. It gives a bit of an abandoned factory vibe to me. And then there's this room with big buckets in the ground. Look down and you'll see the water swirling around in them. They are kinda cool, but what on earth are they for? The big question of the day, where's Roški Slap waterfall? According to the map, it should be somewhere between the bridge we crossed to get to the car park and the watermills. I could swear I can hear it bubbling away teasing us, but despite our best efforts there was no path in sight leading to it. Defeated, we decided to call it quits and follow the signs to the Ozidana Pechinica cave instead. But to get to the cave you need to climb these very high stairs. And I'm not gonna lie, those stairs look scary. Somewhere midway up I'm already out of breath. Mix is strongly in the lead while I am somewhere many steps behind, regretting my life choices. Until a beautiful view to Roški Slap unfolds. Look to the left and you'll see a series of little cascades following each other in a beautiful wave-like pattern. The greenery of the rocks blends seamlessly into the trees in the shore, which then blends into the cliffs behind it. Gorgeous. So it turns out Roški Slap is not a folktale no one can find. It just needs to be enjoyed from above. Now we know. We did it! We climbed the endless stairs. Pat yourself on the back. One may expect a little grotto in the rock, but it looks like the cave is actually a long tunnel that takes you quite deep under the cliff. I hope you're not claustrophobic, and luckily for us there is electric lighting. But what's that? There is someone in there. Just kidding, it's a statue. A very creepy statue of a cave person. I wouldn't want to come across this guy during the dark. But it's a nice way to draw your attention to the fact that this cave, despite its difficult to reach placement, was inhabited and there are various archaeological remains found here. Ever since leaving our car near the Krka watermills, we have been playing a chase with the rain, and it finally caught us. So it is time to return to the car, but where is the fun in walking back the same way we came? From the top you might have spotted that there is a bridge crossing the river. On both sides of the bridge there are lush fig trees. It is not the season yet, so at this point the fruit are a little fig babies that still need some time to grow. But if you turn to the left, you'll catch a glimpse of Roški Slap cascades from here too. The view might not be as jaw-dropping as from the bow, but it's definitely a contender. Plus, it's way more accessible than climbing who knows how many staircase steps. With this, our visit to Krka comes to an end. The verdict is that Krka is absolutely gorgeous and it's worth to put it on your bucket list. And if you are interested in other places to put on your bucket list, there is a link to our full Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina road trip itinerary in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and thank you for watching. Bye!